Welcome back to Talk of the Town. This is a topic on a lot of people's mind as the population ages. We need great places for them to be. We're joined today by Brian Miller and Jessica Peterson with Independent Living, Inc. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good to be here.
Lots to talk about. Brian, you're the CEO, Jessica, the Chief Housing Officer, and let's talk a little bit first about options that are out there for senior living.
Sure. Yeah, so the population, as we all know, is aging dramatically, and people want to stay independent longer. They want to stay in their homes. They want options that give them a little bit of help for some things that they need, but also a lot of independence. There's sort of an older image of days gone by of a nursing home, and that there's such a spectrum that independent living offers, and that are a lot of great choices around town for senior adults who can stay independent, but as they have issues that they need a little bit of support with. A whole industry has sprung up, and a whole spectrum of care that we offer that helps them get through this kind of the golden age.
I think that's really important. You kind of touched on the old vision, right? Which is you're sort of either in your home or in a nursing home. And now we have all these options in between thanks to folks like you. So let's talk about why they're so important, having these options that are in the middle of those two spectrums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Independent Living offers 4 programs. We have 4 programs that are completely designed to help seniors stay in their home. So we run the evening meals on wheels in Dane County, taking food to people who are still living independently. We have a home modification program that helps build ramps and grab bars to help people stay in their home. And then a couple of in-home service programs, skilled nursing, and then also simple things like chores and bathing. That all helps people to stay where they're at. And what we find is that that's a tremendous resource, and our programs there are very busy. But then when people do need more of a community to be in, where even those things are getting a little much to take care of, a lot of adult children, sons and daughters, begin helping, what many of us will deal with if we're not dealing with already, which is what would be a good place for mom or dad that offers a little bit more. And perhaps Jessica can comment on what happens then when a senior may come to one of our senior assisted living communities.
Yeah, let's talk about that and a little bit about how you're really making a difference for these folks.
Absolutely. So at Independent Living, we have 4 different communities to support individuals, like Brian mentioned, that are transitioning out of living in a single-family home. Again, from 10, 20 years ago, when it was kind of looked at as a negative, maybe to move to a nursing home and not be as active, we're quite seeing the opposite. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is providing communities with very active lifestyles. So we have an affordable community, we have a life lease community in Sun Prairie, and then we have an assisted living facility that offers anywhere care levels from independent all the way to more of a skilled assistance level. But with all of those packages all those buildings, we have various activity calendars, we have exercise classes, just socialization groups, trips, field trips in the afternoons, things like that. So we really have a really dynamic and exciting social presence there.
It sounds good for any age, really, but got to be a senior to live in these communities.
Yes.
We are going to have to go in about a minute, but I want to make sure we touch on the new building, which is Tennyson Senior Living. It's a community, and this is making a huge impact as it's being built, or will in the near future. Let's discuss that.
Sure. So Tennyson Senior Living on the north side of Madison is actually a true amenity for the neighborhood. We, in addition to having 60 independent living residents, we have a very large facility and a campus that will be built in the years to come. The Health and Wellness Center is kind of our prize at that location, which is going to be open to the public, so seniors are able to come work out. We have a fitness center, a yoga studio, and then a warm water therapy pool, which actually has a treadmill at the bottom, so it's great for exercise, great for swimming, for walking, for all of those things. So it's really going to keep our residents truly, focused on wellness.
Yeah, low impact, absolutely wonderful ideas. Now, there's lots of questions that you might have if you are interested yourself or maybe for your aging parents. I encourage you to go to independentliving.org to learn more. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Again, Brian Miller and Jessica Peterson with Independent Living. You're watching Talk of the Town, and we'll be back with more in just a minute.